What happened to the Viking settlers of Greenland? How did a thriving colony vanish into silence, leaving behind only ruins and riddles? Welcome to where we dive into the mysteries of the past. Today we unravel the enigma of the lost Viking colonies in Greenland, a story of ambition, survival, and an eerie disappearance that still puzzles historians to this day. In the late 10th century, a bold Norse explorer named Erik the Red was exiled from Iceland for murder. Instead of disappearing into obscurity, he sailed west with a vision, to find new land. He discovered a massive ice-rimmed island. To make it sound more appealing to settlers, he gave it a name that would inspire hope. In 986 AD, Erik returned to Greenland with hundreds of settlers. They established two main settlements, the eastern settlement near what is now Qaqortoq, and the western settlement near modern-day Nuuk. At its peak, the Norse population in Greenland may have reached around 3,000 people. They built churches, farms, and even a bishopric. They lived in turf houses, raised livestock, and traded with Europe. For centuries, these colonies thrived, against the odds and against a brutal climate. But then, they disappeared. By the 15th century, all contact with the Greenland Norse had ceased. European ships arriving later found abandoned farms, collapsed churches, and no sign of the settlers. What had happened? Many theories have been proposed. Climate change is one. The so-called brought colder temperatures, shorter growing seasons, and harsher winters. The Norse, who relied heavily on livestock, may have found their way of life unsustainable as pastures shrank and food grew scarce. Another theory suggests conflict with the Inuit who had migrated southward. The Norse and Inuit cultures were very different. The Inuit adapted to the cold using kayaks, harpoons, and flexible diets, while the Norse clung to European farming methods. Evidence of violence is scant, but it's possible there were skirmishes or that the Inuit simply outlasted them. Then there's the isolation. As European trade routes shifted and the Black Death ravaged the continent, Greenland became more remote and less important. Supply ships became rare. The colonies may have withered from neglect, cut off from vital tools, timber, and support. Religion may also have played a role. Archaeological digs suggest that even as resources dwindled, the Norse built increasingly elaborate churches and buried their dead in stone-lined Christian graves. It's possible they were investing in the afterlife while the real world collapsed around them. But perhaps the most haunting theory of all is starvation. Excavations at some farmsteads show evidence of desperate diets, bones of dogs, even reports of leather being boiled for food. It paints a grim picture of a slow and agonizing end. Some believe a few survivors may have sailed back to Iceland or even North America, vanishing into history. But no clear records remain. The last written trace is a wedding recorded in 1408 in the church of Valsey, now a haunting ruin surrounded by silence. Today, Greenland's fjords still hold the stone remnants of Norse houses and churches, but the people are gone. No final message, no definitive clue, just the ghost of a once thriving society swallowed by time and ice. The mystery of the lost Viking colonies reminds us of the fragility of civilization and the relentless power of nature. What other secrets lie hidden beneath the ice? Join us next time as we uncover more forgotten stories from the depths of history.